How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over my recommended strategy for those of you that are have newer characters, or it's your first character in the league and you are not capable of doing T8 yet, and you're trying to find a strategy to make yourself a ton of money in order to kind of get your character to that breakthrough in order to do T8 farming. So the strategy that I'm going to be going over today, there's two different versions of the deck that you can run. One of them will be running Black Sail. So if you're running a character that has a good, valuable legendary memories, something like Erica 2 or Gemma 2 or Iris, where you can make some money off of getting memories, you can run the Black Sail deck if you want. If you're not, then I'm going to recommend running the second deck, which won't have any Black Sail, but you will be focusing on trying to get level 100 items instead. So you can see here basically the options are we're going to be running Artless and Generous instead of the two Black Sail cards. But pretty much the gist of the deck from what you can see here, we are basically just focusing on trying to get T5 beacons and T5 plus beacons, because the T5 beacons themselves for most all the zones right now are 4 FE each. And then the T5 plus beacons are 40 FE plus each. And then the other things is that, so we're taking Solemnity here because this is just giving you a pretty solid chance at getting an additional rank 5 beacon. And then we are running Goddess of Hunting and God of War because you basically can both spawn those and you'll still complete both of them on the way to just doing a boss rushing strategy. The other things that you're really going for, you're running Pity here because you're just trying to cycle the boss as fast as possible, because from the boss you are going to be getting the beginning here, which is about 7 to a 7.5 FE. If you put these up in bulk, you'll sell more of them, like 7.3, 7.4. You'll have no issues moving those if you're selling them like 10 at a time. And then again, our beacons here, the beacons for the less run zones here are like 3.5 to 4. Steel is probably run the least, so these ones are about 3. But for Thunder, you'll see these are 4.5. For Glacier, they're like 3.5 or 4. For Voidlands, they're going to be a little over 3 as well. And then your 5 plus beacons are going to be in the 40s here. It's pretty consistently like 42 FE pretty much around for most of the zones here in T8. The other thing you are going to be getting is you do have a small chance at cards. You're not really banking on getting cards, but pretty much you're just going for getting the beginning, getting your beacons, and then by running T7 with the bosses, the T7 bosses are capable of dropping these precise auras, which these precise auras, they range in price from anywhere to, again, like 10 FE to like 3000 FE. Precise elemental resistance is going to be the one that you're looking for the most. This has the highest value, but precise energy fortress and any of the ones that are used on the meta characters or meta builds are going to be very, very valuable as well. So the whole point of these strategies are to basically maximize how quickly you can spawn and farm these bosses. For this, you do want to do this on T7-0, and the reason why we recommend either doing it on Voidlands or on Steel is Voidlands drops the Gloves Malevolence hand here, which are going to be very valuable. These are going to be at least a few hundred FE, non-corrupted. And then for Steel, you are getting the Warden's Breastpin here. These are pretty rare drops, so like you don't really expect to see them that much, but they are going to have better boss drops than some of the other zones, right? Or more valuable boss drops than the other zones. For Voidlands, if you are going to be running this, this map doesn't work as well for the Black Sail map strategy versus the one where you are getting cards, or for the one where you're aiming for level 100 gear, because I will show you what happens is for Obscured Plaza, this map is great for doing boss rushing because the God of War will always spawn right next to you, and then you're just doing a straight, very short path up to the top to kill the boss. So the boss will be right here, and we're done, right? This took us 5 seconds to do. If you do get a Dark Surge, just push the first wave of it. If you don't get, like, currency or the boss, you just move on. But if I were to be running Black Sail on this deck, there are going to be times where the Black Sail monster will be spawning like way up here in the corner or way down on the side, and you don't want to have to be backtracking. So if you are going to be running the Black Sail deck, you want to do something else. If you are running this, you want to make sure you click the little thing to end your God of War before you leave the map. Otherwise, you're not going to get any loot. So we want to do that. And then we are going to, again, run our Watchers as soon as they spawn. Or as soon as we spawn them, rather. And this is where you're getting your chance at an Elemental Aura, or as well as you're getting some beacons here every single time. So you're getting 5 to 6 FE in beacons, you're getting 7E from the beginning, so you're getting like 12 FE minimum, basically, every single boss cycle. Regardless of if you get any precise aura drops or anything else. So Voidlands, if you're just trying to spam the boss as fast as humanly possible, Obscured Plaza is going to be the best way without the Black Sail deck, because Black Sail does take time itself. But you're just going to spam Obscured Plaza, you run straight up to the boss in, 5 or 6 seconds, whatever it takes, and you get your clear there. And you just basically cycle that as fast as possible. You're getting your max beacon chances from Goddess of Hunting and from your God of War, along with the Mourning here and Solemnity and Sentimental. So Mourning is good. The reason why we're running Desire Hunting is because we have this one to give our things a chance to basically replicate legendary bosses as well as to spawn legendary bosses. So the boss buffs will basically be the legendary buff here. And then once they're legendary, they will get replicated, and then they get a chance to get replicated again with this Perceptive Hunting card. So you can get anywhere up to 4 bosses normally, which is really nice, obviously, because we're getting beacons from every boss, or we have a chance of getting beacons. If you are going to run this, you have a few options for maps you want to run. You can run Cloud Walls or Wall of the Pier. Wall of the Pier is going to be a little more linear, but you have to pay more attention because there's more turns in it. Cloud Walls, if you're playing a very, very fast character, like Erica, will be really nice because it's very linear and you don't have to pay as much attention, right? You're just basically moving your map or moving your mouse forward here. You can go back and pick up loot if you want to. I have my filter set up and I will share it along. It's in the spreadsheet. I'll put it down below. For those that are going to be trying to run something like this, it does pick up some level 100 gear with some specific mods on there. That is also going to be sellable, as well as basically is just looking for the beacons, and it makes sure that the only things that are showing up gold are like things that are actually going to be worth like at least 1 FE. So Cloud Walls works for that, and then you also have Wall of the Pier, and you can see why these maps are better if you are going to be running Black Sail, because it's impossible for you to miss a Black Sail monster, right? If they're going to be here. If you get a Black Sail monster, then it's going to be on your path, and you're going to kill it on the path to the boss. But as you see, these maps are also a little bit longer than Voidlands. But if you're running a character and you're trying to get EXP, or you're trying to do other things, then this might be a better route overall, like for general gameplay, versus the other one. Like you see, again, I got Black Sail to spawn here, and I don't have to backtrack to get my Whisper of Wondering monster. But as you can see, these maps are taking, in the time that it took me to do this entire map, I probably could have already ran like 3 maps in Voidlands, right? Why is my guy not attacking? That was weird. And then again, if you get Dark Surge, basically make sure you spawn it, and then also make sure that you are clicking on your God of War if you are finishing the map too quickly. It's something that I definitely had an issue with ensuring that I was remembering to do. Because I've definitely forgotten it before. If you are running the Black Sail strategy, you always just want to select Legendary Hero Memory. And if there is no Legendary Hero Memory, then you want to run Legendary Hero Relic instead. From Black Sail, again, because we are just going full memories here, we're going for our chance, and we're basically just hoping for big money memory drops. Let's see if we can get some streamer RNG here. Nope, not this time. This Prayer for Termination prototype isn't really worth anything. Return Thunder to the Sky is not worth anything. But if you check these, sometimes the ones, depending on the class, if they're like a perfect roll, I guess this one might actually be worth something just because it's perfect roll, but probably not. You got to set the min value here to check it. it's 5 FE. It's more than nothing, but you're not really banking on that. You're banking on like the big, like, you know, 1000 FE memory drops if you're going to be running this way. So yeah, if you have any questions about the strategy or about the build or about the decks rather, feel free to pop on stream or leave a comment down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, see you on the next one. All right, so let's go ahead and do a cycle here and see how long it takes us to spawn a boss. Loot back there, I should probably go grab it. No, my loot, I went too fast. Whoops, I forgot to click the God of War there. Or I forgot to finish the God of War there, rather. I think we're proving that Solemnity might be bugged with the legendaries. Because there's no way it wouldn't be proccing here. So, maybe we don't run Solemnity. I mean, we still run it for God of War, it just... it doesn't seem to be working as well with God of Hunting. Thunder Imbue. Alright, that'll do it. I'm gonna bug report Solemnity, because again, it doesn't seem to be working with hunting, but it's still worth running just because of God of War. So, see you in the next one.